In this segment, we're going to talk about having open dialogue with your sport coach as a practitioner. And with respect to open dialogue, I mean communicating with your coach things like data visualization, goals of collecting your data, hardware that you think would be a good investment. I'm really going to focus on the data visualization side of things. But I will say that investing in hardware certainly has many merits. There's tons of benefits to GPS, to heart rate variability, to velocity-based training tools. All those are fantastic tools as a practitioner that we have to offer our athletes in order to push the envelope. One of the things I've seen with respect to investing in hardware is not keeping the coach kind of in sync or in tune with why it would be a good investment. It's just, hey, this is how much it's going to cost. Can we do it? And that's where it stays. So having open dialogue with your coach with respect to, hey, this is how X, Y, or Z hardware platform could assist us with our team is really critical. On the other side of that coin is visualizing your data with your coach and having dialogue about your visualization with your data. I've been fortunate enough to go around and see a lot of different teams, and one of the things that I've seen previously and I've observed is that a lot of times as practitioners, we just throw reports on coaches' desks. We don't do a good job of explaining what the data means, or we don't have any respect to how that coach might be best at learning. And when I say that, some coaches are good with tables. Some coaches prefer reading tables. Some coaches probably don't have a ton of practice looking at data, so they haven't seen a lot of data visualization, even with respect to what we might think is simple with bar charts and line graphs and moving average lines and radar plots and things like that. Some coaches just don't have enough experience with that, and that's okay. But it's really important to have that dialogue with your coach. Some coaches want to see tables. Some like tables with conditional formatting, your basic green, yellow, red tables. And some like and understand charts. But having that open dialogue with your coach is really important. It allows them to feel part of the process. It allows them to have and feel like they have some ownership with the data, and it helps them have buy-in instead of just throwing it on their desk and saying, this is what we should do for the intervention. It helps them to think through the whole process and have some ownership and buy-in with what you're doing with respect to all your data. Hope that helps.
Thank you again for listening to the Coach Me Plus Applied Sports Science podcast. Remember to sign up for the Coach Me Plus newsletter and hear every episode of the Applied Sports Science podcast over at CoachMePlus.com.